everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of how I get organized for our homeschool. And this is a collab with the channel Chips and Salsa Homeschooling. So if you've never been to their channel, go ahead and check it out. I'll have it linked to up above for you so you can go see it. And I will also have it in the description box along with a playlist because there's lots of other awesome homeschooling moms who are participating in this collab. I know that we all kind of plan and organize and set up things completely differently from one another. That's just kind of one of the perks about homeschooling. You can just do it whatever way works best for you. And so I'm going to show you what I am doing this year. Now we are still using the same space that I'm in right now, which is our homeschool room. It is not a room that is separate from the rest of our house. If you can see back there, that's my living room, and that way, that direction, is my kitchen. And there are no doors, there's really no walls. It's basically just all windows all the way around. And that's our homeschool space. So as much as I call it a homeschool room, it's really not a room, it's just kind of like a nook in the main part of the house. So for us, or for me personally, it's very important to try to keep it tidy all the time because if anybody comes in, they immediately can see it, or if we have guests over, we actually end up usually eating partly here at this table and then partly in our dining room because we obviously have a big family. There's 7 of us and we have lots of friends with big families. So sometimes when we get together, we have 12 people, probably on a regular basis. We have about 12 or more people when we have friends over for dinner. So this space usually becomes partially a dining room. And so yeah, we use it all the time and not just as our homeschool room. So for me, it's really important that I just keep it nice and tidy and organized. But this year I'm doing things a little bit differently. My 2 oldest children attend a cottage school where they go to school 2 days a week. On Mondays and Wednesdays, they go to the school, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, they are homeschooling here, at our house, at this table, or in their rooms, at their desks, wherever they're kind of the most comfortable. And so what we had kind of struggled last year to figure out how to make that work for them because they keep their books in their backpacks, but they only need some books on Monday and some books on Wednesday. So I decided this year that I would do just kind of basic bins, like those square storage bins in little cubes. And so that is what I am doing. I am letting them keep whatever they need in their backpack or, bring things up to their room. But then at the end of the day, they put things in their bin. And then when they go on, the Monday or the Wednesday, whatever they don't need to bring with them, they just stick it in that bin and it's safe. None of the other kids are going to get to it. Nobody's going to touch it. And it's just kind of out of the way and it looks nice and neat. And then my middle 2 boys, they are in 2nd and 3rd grade. And a lot of their history and science and music and art and all those things they do together. We combine their grades. And so I have a bin that I'm using just for them. And it has all of those books, and then we also have a shelf above it that has all of the read alouds and all of the history books and science books that we are using this year. And then on top of that, I have a separate bin entirely for my 3rd grader who is using Logic of English. And Logic of English has kindly sent us their curriculum for our review, and so far we have really been loving it. But stay tuned, make sure you are subscribed to my channel because I'm going to be sharing all about Logic of English really soon, and it's been really great. I've really been pleased with it. For my 2nd grader, we have been doing brain training, and he actually just finished his last day of brain training. It was a 7 to 8 month process. It was very intensive, and the wonderful thing about it is that I have been given all of the materials that he was using at brain training. They give it to you when you're all done. And so I'm planning on kind of finishing up some of, especially the phonics and reading sections from brain training. I'm planning on continuing to work with those with him at home, kind of basically as part of his homeschool. So all of that is organized separately as well. So we do have shelves and bins and storage and things like that, but some things are just kind of in their own separate place. And then in those set of cubby storage bins, I have another bin that is just for my preschooler / kindergartners books, and they're all in one place. I can literally just pull out the entire bin and put it on the table and work from it, which I love. I think that works really well for us. In our homeschool room, we basically only have the things that we are using for this year. I do not store everything else in this space. This space is a used space. We use everything that we have here. So now I'm going to go ahead and kind of give you a peek at how I am setting things up in our homeschool. Right in front of you are the cube storage shelves that we are using in our homeschool this year. And this shelf is currently blank because I just made a video all about the homeschool curriculum that I'm using with my 2nd and 3rd grader this year. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all back on the shelf now. So here is an encyclopedia that we're using, and I am just putting everything just open on the shelves like this. That way, if the kids would like to take a peek at them, they can. But obviously, this is going to be used at a later time in our homeschool. Here's the actual homeschool curriculum itself. So I'll put that on the end, and then all of the books are actually going to go in order that we are going to be reading them. So I have already organized them. Whoops. I've already organized them, so I'm just gonna slide those back in, and they're in the order that I need them. And I'm gonna scoot that over. And then that's the Indian in the Cupboard, which we are already currently reading. So I'm not gonna put that on the shelf right now, but I am going to sneak in here, or squeeze in, all of our read alouds that we are doing with our homeschool curriculum for history. And I also have this little states thing, which I'm just gonna slide in here. It's not perfect, but I want it to be here. I don't want it to get separated from this, because for me, if it's out of sight, it is out of mind, and I won't remember that I need it. So I'm putting that right there, and this is it. This is all of our history curriculum for my 2nd and 3rd grader. All of that history curriculum is now put away, and this section here is our science. This is what we're using for science this year. We are also going to be doing basically a science club with some friends. So our science curriculum this year is very, very basic. We are going to be doing this fun weather station though, so I will share that with you guys at a later time. Here are some of the read alouds that we are doing this year. There's read alouds over here and there's read alouds over here, but we will probably also be doing lots of other read alouds, because that's obviously not enough to read in one year. Or yeah, that's not enough. We have a lot more time to read books together. So these are just the ones that we are doing with our book club. So I put these all together in one spot, but this Indian in the Cupboard book also works really well with our history curriculum. So they're kind of overlapping for that purpose. And then at the end here, I keep our clipboards. We actually have, I think, 5 or 6 clipboards, because we use them a lot, but the kids are currently using them right now. And then I have this Journey to Joy book, which we're going to be using this year again, because we have not finished it, and I did a video about it. So I will link to it up above for you to go ahead and check out. This bin at the very end is kind of a messier bin, if you can see in there, if you can peek in. It has a lot of paper, dry erase boards, and things like that. It is not really well organized, but that's what it looks like right now. It just has lined paper, colored paper, and dry erase boards. The 4 bins at the bottom here actually hold all of our children's curriculum. So the first one all the way over here is my son's curriculum. He attends a cottage school, so a lot of his curriculum is actually with him right now, because that's where he is. But here is the rest of his curriculum. So let's peek inside here really quickly. He's got his nature journal, his math books, his writing and rhetoric books. He's got his spelling book, his religion curriculum, which I did a video about this, so I'll link to that up above, and then all of his read alouds. So everything that he needs is all in this bin, or if he is using it, it is in his backpack with him at school, and he is also doing math on the computer. So this is super, super simple, because whenever he goes to school, he can kind of like switch out the books that he needs, and it's easy for him. He just pulls out the bin and pushes it back in, and everything looks nice and neat. And the same goes for my daughter. This is her bin. These are all of her books for the school year. Everything is just all organized. She also likes to stick fun little things. She got these stickers at the Dollar Tree, super cute. And she's got some pens and things like that down here as well. Anything that is not in her backpack goes in here, and it's all in one place, and then you just tuck it away and it looks perfectly neat. Now moving down here, this is my 2nd and 3rd graders bin. And like I said, this is all of their history, science, and other, read alouds and things like that. This bin is certainly not as clean. It's got their markers and, or not markers, pens and pencils and erasers and all that kind of stuff. It's got their little journal books, which we made partway through the year last year. So we are still finishing up these this year. Let's see what else. It's got their art curriculum in here. Let me pull it out a little bit more. So it's got their art curriculum down in here. There's the other journal book. And then it also has their religion curriculum, and then just some other books as well. But nothing, nothing too complicated or even organized. It's kind of messy. It's not perfect, but that's okay. That's what works well for me. And then this very last bin here, this is all of my preschooler / kindergartners things. So he has some stickers in here. This is actually not for him, but I stuck it in there because it fit really well. These are some National Geographic dinosaur fossil kits. Oops, here you go. And as you can see, I got them for $3.49. So I bought 2 of them so that the kids can do them together. Each kit has 3 genuine dinosaur fossils. So that will be fun to do with them at some point during the year. I don't really have it set to go with any curriculum or anything like that, but it'll just be something fun to do one day. And in here I have Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, Phonics, Pathways, and then my preschooler / kindergartner loves workbooks. So I've got a bunch of like alphabet, numbers, thinking skills, first words, workbooks, along with this kindergarten math book for him, which he's already on B. He's very good at math, so he's probably going to be doing 1st grade math by the end of this year. Here's just like a little number chart for number grid for him. And then we have our Good and the Beautiful in here, along with the little book that goes with it. And then apparently we also have some readers in here. So I don't actually know why those are in there, but those need to go back on the bookshelf. But this is everything for him. It's obviously nothing too complicated, and it's nice and easy to just kind of store it in here, and that's it. And when I need it, I just pull it out and I am ready to go. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's functional. It's very, very functional. It works really well for us, and it looks tidy for the most part. I mean, it is a functional homeschool room, so it's not gonna look perfect all the time, but we're really happy with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you click the subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button as well. Make sure you also check out Chips and Salsa Homeschooling. Their channel is a lot of fun. They are two really awesome ladies with great personality, so I think you guys will really enjoy them. So go check out their channel and check out everyone else that is participating in this collab as well. Like I said, it will all be down in that description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.